6 GSL 시즌 5 동래구 CD 스쿼트 태자 히어로 파팅 구미호 마린킹 셈벌 리노 레인 큐리어스 해피 영 마루 홀트 킹 스나이퍼 크리에이터 요다 핵 뱀파이어 현 로로 묘 SOS 보거스 피날레 베이비 소울키 MVP 라이프
Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to yet another season of the GSL Codas. TaeJa is here. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm so excited. We're finally back with another season of Codas. By finally, I mean this has actually been the shortest wait we've had so far. Of course, that's to be able to fit in our finals at the IPL.
Yep. It's going to be sick. We're going to be hosting the finals here in Las Vegas.
This is going to be the most jam-packed set of Codas ever, guys. We're doing, like, the schedule's insane. We're going right through it, ripping through the season. And this season is even better than the last.
How about that? We have a ton of new players here. A lot that we have not seen before in Codas. A lot that we're hearing a lot about. Some of these guys trying for 2 years to get into the GSL Codas, and we're able to do it. And now, today, we're going to see some of them playing. It's going to be amazing. Last season was awesome as well. MVP against Life, one of our best finals, hands down.
It was a good one, man. It went all the way to Game 7,
It was
guys.
a nail-biter.
You got to watch it if you haven't yet, but not yet. Watch this first group. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Get your priorities straight.
Yeah.
We got to watch this first group here today. 2 Terrans and 2 Protosses.
That's right, and some amazing players they are. For our Protosses, Finale and Parting. For our Terrans, of course, TaeJa, oh my god, and Polt.
He's pretty sick. So all 32 of our players here are legendary.
Let's take a look at them.
And here's the race makeup now.
Well, here they are. From Terran, MVP, Marine King, TaeJa, Maru, Polt, Bogus, Gumiho, Hack, Yoda, Keen, Ryung, Happy, Baby, Byung, and that's 14 Terrans. Once again, we have the most. Terran is the biggest race again in Code S. And then for Protoss, we have Rain, Hero, Vampire, Squirtle, Creator, SOS, Parting, Seed, and Finale. And then for Zerg, Life, Leenox, Symbol, Curious, Roro, Sniper, Hyun, Dongre Gu, and Sulky.
You're so good at reading those names, Ro.32.
I look right at them and I read them right off.
You read them right off. Not afraid at all.
An insane lineup of players.
Really,
man.
It is an insane lineup.
Yeah.
We got some serious heavyweights here. I've, on this break, briefly been casting some League of Legends. I was actually casting a recording of that this morning, so that's been a lot of fun. If you want to, check that out. It's at GOMTV.net. And interesting game, but of course my favorite still StarCraft 2.
Well, it better be TaeJa, so I cut your throat on the camera.
You just behead me right there. All right. Well, anyways, the schedule is going to be a little bit different this time around than what you might be used to because we're kind of rushing through this. You know, for instance, you know, we're starting out here, and then we have it's pretty compacted, and we're going to throw it up on screen for you now, actually. Here we go.
Yeah, and take a look, guys. As mentioned, you're basically going to be seeing non-stop StarCraft 2. It's insane. We have 4 days of Code S and then 2 days of GSL. Then that happens again, and the Code A qualifiers. And then another 4 days of Code S we're going to do the round of 16 all in a week. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we did move that around a little bit. We're going to be doing Code S round of 8s and finishing everything up at IPL that following week.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It really is.
I'm super stoked,
man.
Now, you know, with this, remember, the Friday, Saturday on the 30th and the 1st of December, 30th of November, 1st of December, you could see that's going to be held at IPL. So you can come down there and see that live.
Yeah, if you're in Vegas.
Or if you want to go to Vegas.
Yeah, you should. Especially if you're 21, because then you can lose a bunch of money gambling.
Yeah.
You can try to make it big.
I can't wait to see our champion get drunk at the blackjack table and lose it all. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, and ST is not in Code S this season, so there's no chance of him going there and then doubling up, because that's probably what would happen.
That was probably what would happen, yes, indeed. So we have new maps here, too. The map rotation has changed slightly.
That's right.
So here it is, Belshire Vestige.
Now, this is, I think it's Vestige.
A Vestige,
I believe so. But as you can see there, we have a little paragraph written about it. I'm going to read that out loud.
Here, let's read it together. Ready?
There are two paths in the center area leading to the high grounds
in the center.
Oh, I messed up. I'm sorry.
Okay, I thought I couldn't read
the next sentence. A more quicker path
to be created by destroying the rocks in the center area. This is when we find out Artosis never memorized those player names. Or he memorized those because he never learned how to read.
But, so guys, this actually, someone pointed out really interestingly, it's like someone took Daybreak, made it a little bit better, and turned it on its side.
Yeah, I love that, because Daybreak, I think, was our best map historically at the GSL.
Yeah, but it is getting a little bit old, and there are some problems with it. You know, when you get that fourth base and you're maxed out, it's almost impossible for your opponent to attack you well. This map has tried to take that part out of that map, so it's kind of like Daybreak, but kind of a bit better. But anyways, let's talk about these players.
Let's do it. Today's matchup. Again, 2 Terrans and 2 Protosses. Liquid TaeJa, MVP Finale, TSL Pult, and Star Tail Party. Taking a closer look.
He is so good. One of the best Terrans in the world. I think he's fair enough to say he might be within the top 2 to 5.
Oh, easily.
Finale. He finally made it into Code S after 2 years of trying. Did very well in the up and downs recently.
So we're really looking forward to seeing what he has to offer here.
Pult, of course. It's Pult, guys. Handsome Nerd sponsors him. HandsomeNerd.com.
Fine company, indeed.
A great Micro Terran. And then Parting. The guy that, the cockiest player that we've ever seen, probably.
Well, as of date, right now, yeah, but I love it.
I like
too, players with an attitude. That's why I miss, casting some of Genius's games whenever he gets knocked out. I'm like, he had so much personality. Yeah. All right, so our first matchup again, a Terran versus Protoss, Liquid TaeJa against MVP Finale. That's right. Now, I got to say, clearly TaeJa is going to be the favorite here, but you never know. We've had these new guys like Life, for instance. Don't count him out, who just came out of nowhere and dominated the whole season. Maybe we're going to have that here. I can't make any promises.
Could be. But we'll see. This is a hard first path. TaeJa, such good Terran. Well, it is starting tasteless. Battle of the blue shirts.
The battle of the blue shirts, indeed, Artosis. All right, guys. So, currently one of the hottest Terrans in the world, TaeJa, up against Finale. It's going to be pretty crazy. Again, our map is Abyssal City. A very big map. I think it's fairly fair TVP. Not many complaints that we really hear out of that. It's, one of these maps where you definitely have a lot of space from your opponent.
Yeah. That is for sure. It takes a while to walk across. Drops can be difficult. We've seen Protosses deal with that,
that
in
is
a lot
very
of ways.
True. Yeah, can't count that out.
Yeah, and that third base a little bit further away than some maps. But we'll talk about that more because the game is starting.
All right, indeed, you're right, Artosis. The game has loaded up. So let's get ready for the most competitive esports show the world has ever seen, the GSL Code S. Vegas.
That music tasteless. I feel like I'm in Sonic the Hedgehog. What was that? Star something zone?
Oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, I love that game. All right, in the center left starting location, we have our Terran player from the site teamliquid.net. One of the best Terrans in the world. He is Liquid TaeJa. Very eager to get to a finals again. He was hoping to win last season. We'll see how he does this time around. But first he has to get through this guy. Our new Protoss player, been playing in the GSL for 2 years and now has finally managed to get a spot in CODES. But he's got to get out of this group if he's going to get any further. He is
MVP Finale.
I can't believe there's already players that have been playing in GSL for 2 years. I know that we had our 2-year anniversary like a while ago at the beginning of October.
Yeah, it's funny.
Seriously, that's a long time.
It doesn't feel like I've been casting Starcraft 2 for 2 years.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like that.
It feels like
time flies by.
Yeah,
man.
it's glided right by.
Yeah.
Many more years to come.
That's right. Okie dokie. So, this will be interesting to see what Finale's plan is here.
Because this is the pinnacle of his career, guys.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he's been qualified for CODES for like 3 days. He's in a ridiculously tough group. To be honest, all the groups are ridiculously tough this season.
Well, we're at that point in time in StarCraft 2 history where
no more
you
jobbers.
end up with a lot. Yeah, the jobbers have gone extinct, guys. They've gone the way of the dinosaurs.
They're all in Code B with Young Law.
All right, so a quick command out here.
Really quick Nexus as well. The Nexus going down after the gate.
So before we go any further, by the way, guys, as you can see on our screen here, this game has been directed and observed by Startail Legend. He does a very good job observing.
He really does. He's a good observer.
He's a great observer.
Really funny guy.
Yeah, actually super funny.
I like him a lot.
Looks like the probe may end up getting in here, unless there's a Marine up on the high ground. And wow, that just happened.
Yeah.
That was like 2 mess ups. That was like the Marine walked by and the Wallen wasn't up.
Yeah, you don't really want to let this guy in because he can see if you look like you're gonna, if you keep him alive a little bit, if you look like you're gonna go for another command center or you're gonna go for Raxes, and it looks like he's gonna die beforehand, and it looks like it's gonna be a command center.
Yeah,
likely as well. A third one coming up there for TaeJa, and in fact it goes down just as that probe dies.
All right, so sending a few probes over here to go to this expansion Nexus. As you can see here, the stats below for, I didn't realize actually, TaeJa was 2020 versus Protoss.
Well, he has glasses on. Why would he be 2020?
That's funny.
I love it when I can make you laugh like that. So many years of being together and we still laugh each other.
So actually the response here is going to be quick Nexus. This is StarCraft 1 right here.
I like it. I really like this choice for this map because this map, again guys, this is a map where it's really easy for your opponent to drop you that third is a bit off. It's kind of like Antigua Shipyard in a lot of ways for this matchup. And so we've seen Protoss deal with it a lot of ways. For instance, Rain gets cannons very quickly in his main base with High Templar support. We've seen recently MC in the up and down matches actually went Phoenix Charge Zealot on this map to try to deal with it. Here, going into the quick 3 bases will allow for Finale to actually put on the pressure and stay mobile with a very gateway-based army. So I like the choice.
It's very smart. And we're going to see exactly what the tech branch is going to be here from Finale because, obviously we don't know if he's going to get a Robo right away. Most likely a Robo, but he could get a Twilight Council. Now let's see his SCV get over here to see the Nexus, and he does.
Yeah, and
or she if it's a girl Nexus.
Oh, this is
interesting.
I mean a girl. This is actually a really good choice by TaeJa too. He's getting a tech lab on that factory.
Yeah.
And I think that is going to be for siege tanks because he's gone for the quick 3 orbitals, and against someone that has gone for such a very speedy third Nexus, oftentimes like an 8-gate attack will follow that up. As we see with the Twilight and Forge going down, that's not going to be the case, but the siege tanks would make him safe against that.
Could he
so
do
really
some kind of a siege tank push here since the tech has been a little bit stifled? I mean, he has definitely enough mules landing right now that he could make a lot of barracks and Marines.
Well, that's actually a really good point, and I think it's smart. And in fact, this is more of a fake, guys, just so you know. This is not actually going to do anything. But that's like a really good point. When someone goes for this, they normally don't go like Colossus type tech, which is what you want against siege tank. So the siege tank tech is going to be actually really nice and strong against something that's more Twilight-based build. We've seen Bjorn, for instance, do very well. Siege tanks can easily target down High Templars, have a lot harder time against Colossi. So I really like the choice by TaeJa here. I really, really do.
TaeJa is a super smart player.
He is. He comes off as it.
Well, you just see the intelligence, glimmering in his play style. It's really something else.
He wears glasses, so he looks smart.
Yeah, that's it too. He copied that from Nesty.
Yeah.
Nesty doesn't have bad eyesight.
No, of course he doesn't.
No, of course not.
It just enhances his eyesight even more.
Yeah.
It's like magnifying glasses that he wears around. Why wouldn't you do that?
That's how
Why aren't you doing that right now,
That's how he burns you with his eyes.
He also wears hearing aids, so he can hear more. It's silly not to enhance yourself in these ways.
It makes perfect sense. You're right. All right, looks like the scouting SCV is going to come up here. I think he's just brushing by the armies to see if he can get any kind of intel as to what the tech is. Mm-hmm. He has not scanned the robotics RoboBay, right?
No, he has no idea about that. But now he does. Not a big deal. I mean, he'll be seeing observers pretty soon, anyways. In fact, where is that observer? Oh yeah, it's coming across the map now. So you would know that in a little bit, anyways. But yeah, I mean, charge is on the way, that +1 armor, and that's going to make him pretty mobile, the gateway-based army.
Now, he's just applying pressure here. I don't think he's going to be an all-out attack.
Yeah, I would be really surprised if he went across the map.
Turning around now.
With that. A siege tank and a handful of unupgraded Marines. That would be pretty sick.
Clearing out both the watchtowers. This is kind of the phase. If Protoss goes 3 Nexus like this, then you do have the opportunity to kind of clear up the map.
Yeah.
As Terran.
And notice that we already have cannons going up in the main base. Oh, he's also going right up to those 8 gates as well. And the cannons, to see cannons go up this early, that shows you the difficulties Protoss can have with drops here.
Sure.
And those cannons are definitely going to slow down any drops, so it's a good choice.
Just hitting these destructible rocks. He wants to make sure he's got a nice wide berth here for when he starts to channel his units out of his base. Now landing the 3rd command center here. Meanwhile, Psionic Storm is being upgraded.
Yeah. Also, to note, TaeJa not deciding to stay completely on siege tanks. He's only made 2, and he's stopped there, which is fine as well.
And that just makes him 8-gate proof.
Yeah. I mean, there was no way that he was going to die, basically, because of this tech choice.
Now,
and they'll help out in battle as well.
So it looks like he's actually going to push out here. Am I mistaken?
Yeah, I think he's just posturing a little bit right now.
Wants to wait for the 2 more medevacs, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. If he wants to attack, he's got to do it before Storm or after he has Ghost. So he's got to be really careful about that. But I feel like this is more posturing because TaeJa is not a player that tries to end a game quickly. Absolutely not. He will play the long, drawn-out game knowing that he should be the favorite for that because he's so good at it.
Yeah, well, he's mechanically just way superior.
Yeah. And decision-making wise, amazing as well.
And you can see some pylons being thrown down here so that if Terran begins to expand over there, he can take out that expansion, or he can warp in Zealots when the Marines and siege tanks are out, and then hit that 3rd base.
Yeah. Now, TaeJa, I really love what I'm seeing here, man. Seriously. Some things that I don't know if we've really shown at the 3rd base, he's already made a bunker. And on a map this big, even though you think of it first, you're like, well, this is going to be hard for Protoss to cover all the ground. Also, Zealot harassment's going to be very strong, so he's already hitting that off because he didn't want to get a planetary, getting that quick bunker. It's just so smart.
Well, we've seen so many Protosses just completely obliterated Terran when they're actually behind in the game because they get those Zealots to that expansion.
Exactly. So, I mean, he's already warping in Zealots to do that. So he's going to be met with that bunker. And
by the way, a Warp Prism is on the way. Let's see if these Zealots can do the damage they need to do. SCVs can repair on the other side since that's basically perfectly positioned. He really should have some more Marines in there, though.
Yeah, he just started with that one, but after seeing these Zealots pop in here, he's going to know
he's going to go down there and get the pylon,
yeah. So, I mean, it's done its job. He lost no SCVs. But, oh my god, that's a lot of Zealots being warped in. Looks like he wants to hit a little timing attack here.
Could be, a double-pronged attack. And here we go, backing up now. The Templars need to get those storms off. Force feeling that off so the Ghost can't get closer. Nice snipe there.
Ooh! And he does get some feedbacks. In fact, he got 3 feedbacks off and kills the Ghost. That was successful.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, very well done. And by the way, these guys are actually mirrored as far. Oh my god, this is a nice little warp in here. And Finale doing a great job so far.
Meanwhile, Finale's going to go ahead and hit TaeJa's 3rd base.
Great job drawing him off to the side, and can he get a side storm off?
Oh, storming his own Zealots and not even touching that Marine Marauder army. Coming down here one more time. The Zealots spilling up. The siege tanks doing damage, but they will melt with ease.
That's right. He did target down some of the sentries, which helps out, but his army in a little bit of trouble.
Warping in more down here at the bottom. He's going to regroup, make some Archons.
Finale has to be careful here. He doesn't want to lose the bulk of this army, but it looks like he may before those Archons warp in, and then he may have to turn around as well. TaeJa with a ton of units here at the top of this ramp.
More Archons coming up, but it doesn't look like there's any Zealots here to take the damage.
He needed to run away and wait for those Archons. If he had, that entire battle would look different. He would have won that battle with those 4 Archons in, I believe.
All right, he's coming here now again with some Zealots, Archons, and an Immortal. But again, the Zealots, they need to be in the front. They're there primarily to sponge up damage, not to deal it. And we have 1 Colossi on the way over here.
And it looks like Finale just, he overextended slightly there. Oh,
Colossi out of position.
Everything was on move, though, so he was zoning for a moment. Well, Finale does have to go home. It's okay, though. It's not TaeJa. I don't think he can actually walk across the map and kill Finale right now.
No, I don't think so.
He's going to have enough units warped in at home. He's having his Colossi pop out against someone. No Vikings yet, so that's pretty helpful. But yeah, that was like a good set of moves by Finale. It's just that one attack up the ramp while the 4 Archons were morphing. That was a big mistake.
You know, Finale really needs to get some anti-air. Vikings are being built right now. And we see the medevac section now, and the Marauders and the Marines are coming in from behind now.
Ooh, some nice EMPs on those Archons. They're very low in health right now. 2 High Templars coming up, and Willie gets some good storms off.
Completely annihilated that army, and now Terran is having to run away. It looks like Finale at 161 to 104 here for TaeJa.
That's right. TaeJa running back. He is getting that 3rd armor upgrade, has that 3-2, mirroring the upgrades of Finale, so they're even on that. But Finale's army right now is just like such a hard-hitting army.
Yeah, it really is. In fact, I don't know, is this going to be a killing blow potentially?
It may be.
I mean, he doesn't have the ramp actually walled in, so there's nothing to really sandbag the Protoss army. In fact, dude, I think this might be it. I could be wrong, and I'm fine being wrong, but I'm looking at this army coming down here and saying, I don't know what you can do to stop this. GG.
And wow, really impressive there by Finale. He scouted out what was going on pretty well overall. You know, getting that probe inside, I think gave him enough clues, seeing no barracks at that exact time.
Right.
To know that likely TaeJa was going to go for that 3rd command. He got his 3rd Nexus up, knowing that he wasn't going to be attacked. Even if TaeJa throws down the Raxes after killing that, those Raxes are a bit late anyway. So, I mean, he did everything very well in that game, except for that 1 overcommittal on the ramp.
I totally agree with you. Well, you know, TaeJa previously was a little bit visually frustrated here. You can see the coach now entering there to talk to Finale. Our next map is going to be on Antigua Shipyard, so that's clearly the backup map if things start to go awry here for TaeJa. But I got to say, it didn't look like the TaeJa I'm used to casting.
No, it didn't. Well, you know, he didn't harass at all, which is kind of a problem. I mean, the timings on the defenses for Finale were very nice, but he should have at least pushed around a little bit more with his medevacs.
Yeah.
You know, but Finale just, everything about his build was very well streamlined. You know, he came out in the map, which if you're dropping too much against a big army like that with a lot of charge lots in it, you can just die. So,
yeah.
I mean, TaeJa's just going to have to step it up a little bit in this next game. And by the way, guys, the next map is going to be Antigua Shipyard. Also, Ohana is out this season. So we will not
Ohana's dead. R.I.P. Ohana.
Yeah.
I don't even like the name of that map.
No, I hate it because of that stupid Ohana meets family joke.
Oh.
It was funny like the first 2 times that I heard it, and then it just kept happening all the time.
That's enough.
Yeah.
All right, guys, game number 2. I hope we're happy to have us back here at the GSL CODAS. We always take a little bit of time off between each season, but I'm looking forward to this season, the final season here before the end of this year.
Yeah.
We start our 3rd year of GSL CODAS.
Jeez Louise.
My God.
That's a lot.
My lordy.
Wow. Well, that's if the world doesn't end sometime in December.
Yeah, but it's still 2012, so there still is a chance the world's going to end.
Yeah, that could happen.
Those Mayans are right.
They're right. A new calendar will start. All right, so Antigua Shipyard. This map going to be much better for TaeJa. Well, you know what? The other map isn't bad for TaeJa too, but this map's smaller. He's going to be able to harass a little bit better.
Right. I see TaeJa winning on this map, but you never know. All right, we're going to go on to game number 2 with TaeJa, our Terran, up against Finale, our Protoss. I'm TaeJa. With me is Artosis, and this is the GSL.